Hello and welcome to Devlog 10. The first thing I will be doing in this video is adding in the dog and working on the walking animation. If you watched an earlier video in this series, you may remember that I had changed the look of the dog. The new artwork for the dog came out to 8 different frames for the walking animation. These new frames need added to the game. I do that by telling the computer where to find my new picture of the dog. I then specify which sections of the picture are needed for each frame of the animation. Since the player will not be controlling the dog yet, I add in code that will automatically move the dog. The first run-through of the additions shows that I have made a call to the wrong images of the dog. I make a few changes and run the code again. This time I have the correct images for the dog animation. I have only added in the images for the dog walking, so the initial image of the dog standing still is still of the previous version. I will be changing that shortly. I watch the movement of the dog and know that there is more to do. The dog is very funky. I have specified the wrong areas of my big picture for each part of the animation. I have the dog split in a not so flattering way. I change numbers a few times before getting the dog centered in the space I want him in. I also adjust the speed that the dog moves to make the animation look a little smoother. Once I have the dog moving the way I want him to, I need to add in the doors. I had thought about making the doors look like simple dog doors, or using some doors that I had created for another game. But I did not think they had the right feel for this game. I thought something more magical looking would be a better fit for the game, so I made sparkle doors. These doors are made of 4 different frames that rotate to make them look like they sparkle. I set each of the doors at the beginning and the end of each row of words. I set the starting frame for each door to a different frame so that they look like they are flickering at different spots. I tried to set all of them to the same frame when they start, and it just looked too uniform. After several adjustments to make sure that the doors are large enough to fit the dog, and to have them in the spaces that I think looks good, I move on to the dog walking through the doors. In the original animation of the dog walking through the doors, I had him start disappearing behind extra blocks that I placed on the screen. This was a good look, but a pain to implement. I realized it would be an even bigger pain when I flipped the dog to move to the left as well. Although the coding would be possible, there was an easier solution. Instead of having the dog disappear behind blocks that match the current map, I decided to have the dog stop at a certain point, flash a few times, disappear at the current door, and reappear at the next door. This was good. I liked the way it looked, and it saved me a lot of time and lines of code. By the end of this video, I have the dog added to the screen. He walks along, and as he moves by each letter, it changes thickness. Once he reaches the sparkle door, he flashes a few times and moves to the next door. Then he continues to walk along the letters, changing the thickness. This all does what I want it to, but I realize there is one more thing I need to add to the opening page. I have the title of the game, but not the creator. So I add in a few final words to the page. That will conclude the section of the videos for the title page of this game. I realize that it has taken almost 2 months just to show the creation of one page. That is not how long it took me to create the first page, just how long it took to put all of it into short videos. This is not the end of the development of the game for me. I will definitely try to see it through to the end. I will also try to continue to post videos on the game as it develops. However, the videos will start to be a little more sporadic. Life can be busy and chaotic at times, and I have not been able to produce valuable content all the time. With that, I am going to say goodbye for this video. Have a wonderful day.